Hello survivors, welcome back to another video. How are you today, guys? Let me know in the comments. Guys, join the in Discord. I have a channel there of memes, and yesterday someone shared a meme. Well, there was a lot of memes shared, but this one cracked me yesterday. Seriously, you have no idea. I was laughing a lot. Look at, I don't know. He saw his phone and then cried. Poor boy, he surely have received bad news. Maybe someone died. Chief Gear comparison. Guy, this remind me when I was having dinner with my family. And I just took my phone. I forgot to bubble. It was killing. So this defense failed. Defense failed. Oh my god, this is just like worse, you know, than getting any other news in your life, especially when you are into this game. Like you have been addicted to the game for a long time and you cannot stop playing, and you get this message. Cheap gear comparison. Your crappy gear against a max player. Oh my god, this meme was super good. Shout out to the person who made it. The name, guys, you have to fix. If you want me to show you out, then you have to fix your Discord names, because the guy who shared this meme is like Tagalog. I don't know the name, to be honest, but seriously, oh my god, shout out to you because it was super funny. Chief gear comparison. Oh my god, your crappy gear against that gear from a max player. It's super funny, guys. So leaving that aside, I want to answer a question today that was asked to me yesterday in YouTube. Oh well, it wasn't a question actually. It was just a statement like, "Well, guys, you are like in an older state, super weak comparing that with the newer state. For example, in my state, 600 and something, I have stats on the 800, on the 900, and you guys have stats in the 700, 600. You are weak in comparing to us, and you are in an older state." And guys, that's normal. That's normal, because what you find is the following. There are two things, and that's what you are gonna see, like most of the players being weaker. Sometimes, not all of the players, but especially like the players who are not like max, you are gonna just find that they are sometimes weaker than the new players in the States, which are not max either, but they are like, newer in their state, or they have been playing for like a shorter amount of time. What's going on there, guys? Most of the people in the older states, they are not as active as they were when the state was new. So they got to a good level comparing that by the time that they were playing and they were super active. But now if you compare that with your state and you are super active, you are gonna see that you are just catching up super quick. It's not that they are just like, for example, weak. Yeah, they are literally weak, of course, but it's not that they are weak because they maybe want to be weak. It's because they are not investing as much time as you in the game, or they are not investing anymore as much money as you are investing, because you have that new dopamine rush, that you are in a newer state. There are a lot of things going on. You are waiting for new generation heroes. You are just like new in the game one more time. So the guy, for example, if I stop playing now, you see that I'm super strong, for example, comparing to like players in newer states, you know. I have half billion VIPA. But if I just like start to like get lazy with the game and lose motivation and not play it like as often as I'm playing now, you are gonna see me just growing super slow, while there is a new player in a newer state just playing like every day, doing all the events and just upgrading like heroes, saving fragments, doing all the stuff that I've been telling you for a while to do. That player in 3 months, even if that player was behind before, that player maybe is gonna surpass me, you know, in 3, 4, 6 months, because that player is just putting in the work and is doing more than I'm doing. And because I literally just stalled play, it's easier for all the players to just surpass me and be in a higher level than me. And this is what's happening here in the state. For example, I'm a free-to-play player, and how it is possible that I'm stronger than some of the spenders in my states? Well, because they are not spending as much money as before, because they are not playing as much as they were playing before. So for me, that I'm super active and I'm just playing smart, it's easier for me to just pass them and be like higher in BP, higher in stats, higher in troops. So for example, this player, this is a clear example, Doll. She's, I think, Plasma 8, and she was super active. She was spending a lot before. Now I have like almost the same amount of battle power than her, and she was like I don't know, 100 million, 200 million above me. How is that possible? She just stopped playing. She's not as active as before. She's not spending as much money as before. The same happened, for example, with all these players here. So this one, Amazon, when I started playing, and I even talked to Amazon before, she was spending a lot, not a lot, but she was spending money. She was playing like like multiple hours a day, and now we're almost close, you know. And she's like Plasma 7 on something, and in stats, you know, we are not that different. And why? Because I have been just playing, and these people have been slacking off, spending less money, blah, blah, blah. So in newer states, you have people full of motivation, just playing, and in older states, you have people like, you know what, I'm just gonna log in, train some troops, and yeah, that's it. They don't participate in events anymore, they don't do the events anymore, they don't spend the same amount of money, and so it is easier in people for new states, because those players, because they are not spending and they are not doing the events, they cannot accumulate as many fragments, they cannot accumulate as many chief gears, like tactical gears or hero gears, to keep like going further. So while you are in newer stage, just getting a lot of material, a lot of stuff, and then just catching up and eventually passing that player. So that's why you see the difference. And the other thing, guys, that you have to keep in mind is that, remember, you are seeing the future. Here in older states, we didn't have a point of reference. For example, you were just playing, you didn't know which hero was coming out, when they were coming out, you didn't know, for example, which one was going to the race place, you were figuring out how to play the game. So now, if you, let's say, open an account in state 800 and something, you have all the information from people like, or from other channels, because when I started this YouTube channel, there was just a hand of people doing YouTube, State of Survival. It was Catzilla, it was like Awaken Fit Spot, I guess it's the name, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Actually, that I want to give a shout out to Awaken, because I started my YouTube channel thanks to him, because I started watching him like doing the YouTube videos, having fun. I was like, you know, I'm just playing this game, he's helping people, I want to help people, I'm having fun, so I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. And the reason why I started my YouTube channel is thanks to him. So shout out to him. And yeah, there was like a Batman, I guess, was as well just going doing YouTube. And yeah, but Batman was an spender. Awaken Fit Spot was an spender. Free-to-play player doing this, and I wanted to build this free-to-play player community. So yeah, that's why I started my YouTube channel. But remember, when I started, there was not so many challenges that I can look back and say, oh well, they did this, and this is how you have to play. There were not like so many informative videos. Actually, there was another Doge guy as well that I used to watch, but you know, the tips they were giving, it was based on what they knew by that time, and it wasn't that much. Now there are so many tips. And the other thing, guys, as well, is that because they have been releasing new like plasma buildings, new troops and stuff, and because they have been pushed to increase the amount of items that are giving you per day, it is easier for newer states to get to certain level. For example, when I was just starting to play here, man, to get like, it could take you like literally 3 months. You were getting just plasma cores through the events, which was like 18 plasma cores, and those events are coming every 2 weeks. And then just five plasma cores here doing the daily rewards. And you were not getting plasma cores doing the intel. You were not getting, for example, these plasma cores here every day. This is like relatively new. You were not getting the plasma cores, the other 5 plasma cores here. It was so painfully slow to collect plasma cores. The same for like you still have problem getting the tactical gear designs. But if you think that it is bad now, man, before was worse. Before, to accumulate like 50 tactical gear designs, it will take you literally like 2 months. You will get like 20 in an event, then 22 in the other one, then 18 in the other one, and it was just 3 months to get tactical gear designs. There was no Migo, there was no Underground Shadow Exploration, there was no the Daryl event, there was no like all these stores where you can get now like tactical gear designs. There was not the lucky slot which is going on today. There was not the lucky card, and man, it was super difficult. So yeah, now you have like a more rate of these items going on, and you know how to do the events, you know how to play. Before, I was just going for instant gratification. I was using all my fragments, upgrading all my gear, go for ranking, doing stupid stuff, and then I couldn't even finish the survival of the fittest. I couldn't even finish that event. I couldn't even finish the power spring. I couldn't even finish the hero development. So I was not getting all those rewards. I didn't even know what statware was. I didn't even know what battle power was. So now that you are like in newer states, especially if you are an old player playing in newer states, for you it's easier to go up in battle power, in stats, and compare you to an older player and then say, well, we're stronger than you, or I'm even stronger than that player. That player might have stopped playing a while ago. He's like super inactive, he's not spending money. And even if you are on the same level as a player being super active, it's because now you have more knowledge than that player that didn't have the knowledge before. So yeah, that's why you see the discrepancy between states. And yeah, I just wanted to address that point. If you have any other comments, please let me know.